Greetings, my dear friends. It's Andrea here with the weekly update. For mid-June, we will have an eventful week again, I think. If you noticed the dumps and bumps, in a few days only recently for Bitcoin, and it dragged the whole crypto market like usual. It was quite a roller coaster. Now, I think something similar we can expect in the next weeks, and the end of the week is more eventful in terms of astrology. So let's really dive into it. So, you see the link in the description of this video to the page on my website where I do have the calendars head to head for BTC, Ethereum and Solana. For Solana, it's quite a neutral week, so I would start with it because it's not so much to say. We do have some red moon crescents in some days and also a bright one, if I recall correctly, so there would be temporary moves during the day. And the 15th is for all of them associated with volatility in the market as such. Now, it's not guaranteed that it will manifest for all of them with the same magnitude, but in general, watch out because it could be that from one hour to the other on the 15th there are some surprises. Now, for Bitcoin, we do have 13th and 14th actually are the most positive days of the week. And this is also valid for ETH, especially the 13th, because the 14th has a red influence from Mars even, which is pretty bad, I would say. Don't expect these specific aspects to be active only on that day. It happened also at the end of May. If I recall, on the 30th, we had 3 red aspects on ETH, which manifested on the 31st. So, of course, their manifestation begins, with the volume increase in terms of transactional volume in the market, which is not guaranteed to be the same each day, but the influence is there. Therefore, don't think it's, active only on that day. But yes, there is a strong negative influence for ETH, although the new moon is more positive for it than for Bitcoin, for example. And for Bitcoin, again, 13th and 14th are important, the others are more neutral, and we have temporary aspects there. You see again that you see them, one near the other, that the weather is the same, so this is the weather in the markets, and the specific aspects are in colors, red or green, and again, to recap, the moon crescents are like peaks or bottoms during the day, so they are temporary in nature. What is important for the week? We do have the new moon in Gemini. This is the tropical Gemini, which is the sign of the markets. And the sun and the moon are in the sidereal constellation of Ardra, basically Mrigashira actually, to be more specific, but near the Yogatara of Ardra, which is Betelgeuse. And this is associated with storm. Mercury is also news. So again, I think we had enough news, but it seems it's not really enough. It could be that the new moon, this means the other 2 weeks especially, while the new moon will be active, that we will get other news that would really disrupt markets. This is highly possible, and it would be more negative, to be honest, in the second part of June. And we do have also Saturn going retrograde in the nakshatra of Shatabishak, where it has been from the beginning of the transit from March. So it will go retrograde one day before the new moon on the 17th of June, and it will stay retrograde until November 4th. So the 7 degrees that were already crossed, from March will be crossed again backwards almost, I think, until 30 minutes of the tropical Pisces. In sidereal, I told you, and I think we feel already, because we saw the pump and the dump this week and how the price recovered. It was amazing to see that, so the cycles will become faster for sure, and you will see some events, trends, peaks, but also bottoms for some altcoins reiterated, because yeah, it's a deja vu. It's like history repeating of the Saturn influence. And yes, it's a longer term influence, so all aspects will be basically valid for the next month until November 4th and even beyond for some of them. We will come up with updates. I intend to do a more detailed video about Saturn retrograde. And yes, it's linked to law, it's linked to Aquarius, the sidereal Aquarius, which is about technology, Shatabishak ruled by Rahu, which is linked to cryptocurrency. So we might see revisions of the laws and decisions regarding cryptocurrency throughout the world, and we see a lot of changes. And I think this will be revised and republished, so to speak, in the next month. Thank you so much for your attention, and yes, I wish you successful trading in the week to come. Thank you so much for your attention, for liking and subscribing, and until next time, be joyful.